So I've been at Austin Energy now for close to 8 years. And the key projects that I've been really proud of are shared solar, which I'm here to talk about today. I was the project manager through that project. It involved coordination amongst over 20 teams within Austin Energy who had representatives on the project team. And we successfully brought that from pilot all the way to a program, and it's live now, and we're very proud of that technical solution. Austin Energy is targeting equity as part of these shared energy systems. We call this shared solar. So there are, we've had a solar rebate program for a long time now, but that is it's an opportunity to help folks who are looking at purchasing solar get over that hump and go ahead and buy solar. But what that's done is it's left out folks who don't have their own rooftop, or folks who can't afford it or can't get good financing terms, or all these other barriers. And so shared solar was a way to look at the community, our customer community, and see who's been left out of solar, participating in solar, and how can we bring them in. So this was a way to basically create a virtual metering functionality within our metering data management system and our billing system and all the pieces in between. So prior to shared solar, we had one apartment complex who serves low-income customers who did solar and tied 144 individual solar arrays into each tenant unit. And that was just a nightmare of installation, extra cost, extra complexity, a lot of wall space. And so that brought the need to us to create a better solution. So what this does is it allows for one interconnection, or as few interconnections that are needed. If you have multiple buildings, we can aggregate multiple interconnections into one, or we can just use that single interconnection. But we have a virtual meter that totalizes all the solar generation, and then we have virtual meters at each tenant's address so that they can then have a proportion of that total solar generation. So instead of having to physically tie in the solar to that tenant, we do it now virtually through our meter data management system and through our billing system. So it saved a ton of cost for folks who are doing these kind of installations in the future, and it enabled apartment complexes who had not been able to do solar to be able to do it. So we're really excited about that. It takes kind of an added focus on listening to the industry, listening to your customers, listening to other utilities, and staying ahead of the game so that we're able to adapt and evolve as customers' demand changes. So that's the bottom line, is customers are asking for these type of changes from their utility companies. So it's imperative upon us to stay ahead and to find a way to satisfy those customers, make sure that they're happy and able to have a positive experience with Austin Energy. So ERCOT is a unique animal, and we have teams of people who work within it every day, watching the market and making sure that we have the best strategy to adapt to it. But the main thing that we're working on right now to insulate ourselves from the volatility of the ERCOT market is to create power generation in our load zone, in our service territory. And so that makes it so that we have any electron generated in our service territory is one less electron that we have to go out and procure from the ERCOT market, or that we have to procure to hedge against. If it's in our territory, it's something that just saves us from having to go out beyond our boundary to bring energy in. So solar and batteries are a huge opportunity to build in our load zone so that we have that generation here, and it protects us and it keeps us from being exposed to that volatile ERCOT market. Austin Energy has given me the opportunity to move up and grow my competency within the solar space and grow to the electric utility space, which I believe is an opportunity to make a big impact on and help make this energy transition happen, enact positive changes. And that's the thing that I get most excited about in being a project manager at Austin Energy, being in the position to drive change. That's what's exciting. That's why everybody's here at this conference today. That's why I'm here. We want to see this energy transition happen in the right way and in a way that works and brings us into a clean, renewable future.